Hello. Uh, did I actually? Oh, now I need to turn on audio capture for the game. So, welcome. This is my third, fourth stream of Arcade Spirits. Hopefully, this one will go more smoothly than the previous ones did because I have a new computer that actually, doesn't uh, doesn't lag quite so badly. So, anyway, welcome. And if you have any questions about what's going on or what the storyline is, who the hell these people are, please let me know, and I'll get back to you with the best answers that I can provide, at least. Also, if the audio is off or the audio balance is bad with my voice or music is too loud, I'm too loud, anything like that, please let me know. I tend to like the music a little bit low because I find it difficult to process both auditory information or reading and well, verbal information and music as well. So even though this is instrumental, that's still a concern. If it had lyrics, then God help us all. Oh, no, I didn't want to start a new game, thank you. I wished to load from where we were last time, where we had just met. No, I don't. No, load. Okay. Right. Oh, we're off to a rousing start now. Okay. Yes, I want unsaved progress. I have no unsaved progress. Okay, so this is Gavin. He is the guy basically in charge of the practical aspects of the arcade. He's not the owner, but he is the logical, coherent one. And he has just introduced himself, and we are about to meet another coworker. We'll find out more about her later. Yes, thank you, Tilly. Yes, we will. One moment, please. Tilly. Sweetie, that's enough. Hey, sweetie. Tilly, you got it. Yes, you did. You're all done. Okay. Tilly. Tilly, you need to knock it the fuck off, please. Yes, you do. You really do. Thank you. Okay. So sorry about that. Tilly wishes to join in, but she likes to join in from the sofa, which is across the room. And so, anyway, to continue. Tilly, sweetie, please. Thank you. Okay. Fingers crossed that's enough. Okay. Her workshop's through that door there. The one next to the UFO catcher. The crane game, to use layman's terms. Satisfied for now. Given Tilly, I can't read and talk while you're doing that, please. Thank you. Okay. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. Francine's really taking a nap back there. Hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. And I have another dog who is moaning because he's not on my chair with me. Okay, do you want up? Do you want up? Okay, we can get you up. Come on then. Do you want up? No, you just want to complain. I swear I fed them, I walked them, I tried everything to settle the dogs down before this, but no, apparently we're just going to have barking from one dog and quiet moans from another. She's like, oh, I'm sitting here very sad and depressed because you're not letting me up on your bench, but you are welcome. Okay. Fine. If you won't help yourself, I can't help you too. Okay. Francine's really taking a nap back there. Hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first coworker ended up slightly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be. But he's not a jerk, definitely. I get where he's coming from. Plus, I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I figure I can give this guy an honest chance. Anyway, I should go and meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned, although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. Okay. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh. I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me, for lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Like Tilly having to work about it. Not Tilly, Munchkin. Tilly? Sweetie, would you shut the fuck up, sweetie? Tilly, come. Tilly, come. Good shake off. Okay, good boy in here. Okay, good girl, Tilly. Yes. Are you going to come all the way over here? Thank you, good girl. Yes. Okay. May I pick you up? I just want to pick you up. Just a little bit. Just... Okay. Whoop. Okay. So this is the troublemaker. Yes, my little Tilly is the one who likes to bark. And so I felt like she should at least have to show her face, although she's not very happy about this right now. It's okay. It's okay. Good girl. Yeah, do you want down? Okay, you want down. Okay. But anyway, I will let her down as soon as Woolsey gets out of the way. Moliere, please, sweetie. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, let's... Now they're both drinking. Sweeties. Sweeties. Knock it off, Spirit. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Yes, you need to be quiet, both of you. Yes, you do. All right. So, where were we? Jumped so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Oh, hello.
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
She said with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Ari Cotter. Did I say Cotter or Cater? I can't remember. Well, it's Cotter for this moment. I'm the new floor attendant, starting today.
Oh, hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. Hi. Yes,
She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench, where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. Yeah, I identify with that. Trust me, you don't want to see my stash of unread emails, believe me. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. Let's see, no wonder I didn't notice her until now. She was totally focused on the task at hand. Or I always assumed retro arcade nerds were fat middle-aged guys. Well, that's no. We're not going to be stereotyping anyone. And also, fat middle-aged guys are perfectly fine. That's just the way they are, and that's cool. So we're going with no wonder I didn't notice her until now. This room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I first notice is her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components on that circuit board, even when laser focused, she was smiling happily.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Fun Plexus Techie. Hi! Nice to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
Sorry. He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Hydration break, 1 moment. Okay. Sorry. Really? What happened last time?
Oh, well, I dropped it.
I like Naomi. Oh, right. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space. A couple large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Okay, why is it so empty in there? Maybe we could fill it with nacho dip. It's my first time seeing the guts of a game. As appealing as filling it with nacho dip is, I don't think that someone who is that laser focused on her work is going to be particularly keen on having it undone by goopy cheese. So let's go with, it's my first time seeing the guts of a game. I'll admit, I don't know much of anything about how arcade games tick. Figured it was packed full of circuits and things. Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks. It could be packed in tighter, like a bar top or a cocktail cab. I'd say uprights favor form over functionality.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down. But I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the keyring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's a genuine joy in that smile, not just at a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing, like it's a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Oh, I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork. The what on the what? The what artwork? With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me. Strip across the top with the game title. That's the marquee. the artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too. You see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is. Working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well, okay, a bunch of weird looking boxes in a row looks ugly. No, thank you. I agree, it's beautiful in its own way. Or so you're a resident game historian then. She hasn't said much about history, specifically, so I'm inclined toward it's beautiful in its own way. Because that's one of the things that I really love. Even when someone shares something they just completely geek out over, even if it's not something that's one of my passions or one of my particular interests, just the very fact that they are so ridiculously enthusiastic, it really draws me in, and I find that very appealing. That's a very attractive trait. So I agree, it's beautiful in its own way. The way she stares lovingly at this, well, honestly, this box of wood and circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself. All of it part of the same experience. Yes, Tilly agrees. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Oh, good. Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny. Finally! So few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can get along with him, generally. But his whole attitude is just... ugh.
Ugh.
All he really cares about is money. Keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anybody's going to ruin the fun box, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. Yes, that's Tilly. That doesn't sound right, does it? It doesn't. You are correct. That doesn't sound right. And Tilly, oh good, and now Moliere is barking with us. Thank you, sweeties. You need to knock it off, dears, okay? Thank you, Tilly. Moliere, you need to knock it off too. Yes, it's time for everyone to be quiet. Yes, it is. Good shake off, Tilly. Yes. Moliere, I know you want to play with your sister, but nope, now is not the time. Yeah, I love my dogs. I do. I really do. I do. They just are... they're dogs. It is the nature of dogs to bark occasionally. So I apologize, but please bear with us. Okay. He seemed easy enough to get along with. And what's more, Gavin gave me that whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here. A long-standing argument with that the new person really shouldn't get involved with. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to know, too. Don't rock the boat. Clear the air and find out more. Let her keep talking. This is a tough one, because I'm kind of nosy, but I also want to respect both sides of the issue. So Alright. Let's... Clear the air sounds a little bit... dangerous, possibly? I'm gonna... Okay, I'm a weenie. I'm gonna go with don't rock the boat. No boat rocking. No boat rocking at all. Okay, so, what's there to do that's fun around here?
What?
Play games? It is a funplex. It's literally a plex of fun. Right. I knew that. Sorry. I always ask awkward non-questions when I'm... No. I should apologize. You just started here, and I'm dumping workplace gossip on you. That's mean of me. I try to stay cheerful, really, no matter what. But try and succeed are different words. Anyway, don't worry about it. Gavin's my problem, not yours. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of person. Well, a strong person, at least. Well, you're a person. That's enough. I'm semi-insulted, then? Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left now. My left. You're right. Careful. Now, forward. Right, correct. I mean, not turn to the right. Keep it coming, and there. Carefully. Tip it into place. Victory! I gently eased the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. Yes, indeedy, Tilly. You are entirely correct. Will you knock it off, please? Tilly. Oh. Hey, sweetie. That's enough. Sweetie. Oh, good. Now it's going. Lear. Sweetie. Tilly. Sweetie. Tilly, you need to knock it the fuck off, dear, okay? Thank you. Lear. Don't get started, okay? All right. This is one of the reasons why my stream is rated mature, because often I wind up having to tell the dogs to gently knock it the fuck off. I say it with love and respect, but for some reason if I leave out the word fuck, then it doesn't work so well. Lear, you need to knock it the fuck off, dear. Thank you. All right, good boy. All right, then. The two-wheel dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy. Especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched, or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again. Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck. I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but... Thanks for helping me out, Eri. I think you're going to do just great here. I don't know how to... Okay, happy to help. I can't really enunciate that. I'm assuming it's something like a belch. I'm afraid I cannot belch on cue, sorry. Oh, stomach growling. Okay. Right, stomach growling. Food required. Except I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. Forgot to pack a lunch.
You have pizza on a bagel.
Now, I'm just talking here, but if you had pizza on a bagel... Shh! Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh! No, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheaper wub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know. Wait right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime! Here you go! I'm sorry, my voices are all over the place tonight. I'm trying, but... she presses a boxed lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good, healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What'll you have for lunch then? Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole story next door. The whole story. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway. The whole story is the bookstore and donut store. Okay, but you said healthy eating was important?
Yeah.
See you after lunch. I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. I definitely identify with Naomi. I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's ideals for this arcade. She's got a love for these games, and it shows. And giving me her lunch? Me? Total stranger? That's kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute, and hopefully has plenty of calories, too. Armed with a box of health food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Penguin there, baby. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my lone lunch. Oh, fuck me. I'm sorry, I just need to take a moment to truly appreciate the glory that is... I'm guessing a mascot. I think it's a mascot. I hope it's a mascot. Content warning birds, I think. Okay, so, moving on. Incoherent screaming? Coherent screaming? Await death. Incoherent screaming. That would be my reaction in real life. With my mind and body screaming wildly, my paralyzed form is unable to move from the vision of terror before me. Sorry, the googly eyes pointing in different directions are just very disturbing. I mean, I love them, that's a wonderful touch, but I can't stop looking at them. I need to focus on the text. Okay, sorry. The half-person, half-animal waves their appendages in front of me, likely closing in for the kill. Hello? Anyone in there? See? Nothing to be afraid of. Ah, right. I see. Looks like you've stabilized. I was worried I scared the life right out of you.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really.
Yeah. Right.
Can we start over, maybe?
Okay. Yeah. I nod my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
Ashley. Okay. And I'm Ari.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret yet not so secret identity.
All right, Ashley. What the Funplex what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far. Oh, hi, Jory. Hi, welcome. We are meeting our third coworker right now. So welcome. And I should warn you, the dogs are or have been a little bit antsy tonight. I don't know why, but yay! I'm so glad that you made it. Thank you. Always good to see you. And so we have met some really intense people so far. Oh, I will. Okay. Lear, Tilly, Jory says that she loves you. Okay, they are calm and relaxed over that, so thank you. That helps.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex after all.
Uh-huh. Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here?
Since when? Sorry. I prematurely clicked. Today? This morning, to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more. Sorry, I need to pitch the voice higher, sorry.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on up to the employees only door. And she has the apostrophe there. But how did you get the door code? Of course! You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed.
Let's see.
Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code, just to find me. It just keeps going and going. She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. Ashley's got quite the imagination, all right. Is that how I come across to people? As a creepy trespasser? All right, I think to try looking on the bright side of all the situations, she's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. The way she just takes an idea and runs with it. A lot of people might find that weird, but I kind of dig it. For a given value of digging, yes. She has a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped. But for a price. Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple of minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children and broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Oh, geez. I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. Got things to accomplish. Dreams to fulfill. Cosplay to make. Cosplay? As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. Empowering. Really? Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats.
Yes.
Definitely. You want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So, Pinky is your creation? Intentionally? Yep, looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. If you were going for terrifying, then yes, we're not going to go to say that because that's mean, and we wish to be kind. I don't know heads from tails, but I can appreciate it. I like that one. I don't know heads from tails, but I can appreciate it. What I know about costuming you could print on the back of a matchbook, but clearly you know your stuff. It's interesting how everybody at this arcade has one thing they're super passionate about. Aw. Thankies. Okay. Aw, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped to play some games. And the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far. No crowds to pump. Sorry. Or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room once, and then talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Huh. Limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday, I was dancing with a little girl. Must have been like 5, 6 years max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime stage when she tugged on my arm and whoosh! Off came the arm. The girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you are consistently scaring people, and it's not just me. Hey, now. I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I tend to the floor. The floor is a thing I'm attending to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already. Although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish they would hurry up and make out already. Okay then. Yeah. Wait. Seriously? So, are they going out? Nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Ari. Consider them marked.
Beep beep.
Okay, I have no idea what voice I was using for Iris, so beep beep. Beep beep, Barry. What's that sound? Drat. Set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. Didn't even get a chance to eat.
What? No.
That's no good. Ellie needs their calories. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough. Thanks. I have a bad feeling about that. Okay. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of that inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, wow, it occurs to me that I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Let's see. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about her art. Ashley's got a lot going on in that head of hers. I just don't understand it at all. I'm kind of inclined to the second one because I like her, but I don't know that I would describe her as amazing. I do like her enthusiasm about her art. That is true. She is very right about the anime cliche thing. Yeah, and I'm just waiting for the grumpy, standoffish person who has the secret heart of gold. Yes, Tilly likes that one. So, okay, we are going to... Let's be positive. She is pretty amazing. She's a little tiring and exhausting, but that's not her fault. Yes, Tilly Boo. Sweetie Boo. Thank you. Good girl. Okay, she's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about her art, which is true. The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about just warms my heart. That is true. Her beaming energy just lights up the whole room. Wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Oh, hi, Sage. Hi. Welcome. Thank you for joining. And this is just an impromptu sort of little stream because I wanted to get back to Arcade Spirits. Yay. Anyway, with my lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done, and late rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor, looking for problems, or potential problems, or just making sure everything's a-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my co-workers. Good first impressions, at any rate. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had awful co-workers before. They can really drag down your day. Hang on. No time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? Okay, we have an irate customer near Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort, or a loud crowd around Showtime stage. I'm less concerned about the cursing irate customer, I think, first. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Okay. Angry Rando. Come on! Hurry the person up and finish your game! You! Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note to self. Ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I'm Ari, a floor attendant. Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume's mask, but I can feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present. please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick this fat piece of off this game, and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. This is a lovely new character. Figuring I ought to hear the fat piece of side of the story before rushing into judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. And he doesn't even notice my tapping. Oh, I like his t-shirt. Nice little wizard. So I tap again. Twice. Yes, this guy, definitely. Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's magic maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee, thank you, Naomi, which simply reads, Moopy! You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff. Yeah. Bit terse, as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points. Yes, I don't know if altruism is an option in this game, Jory, but I definitely vote altruism for the Angry Rando. At the very least, I'd like to kick him out and ban him from the arcade. Holy crap! That's a heck of a high score. Or, as this other guy would probably put it, holy, that's a hooter of a high score. Excuse me. Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping good pace here. Plenty of lives stocked. On par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing a British accent. Oh, yeah. I apologize in advance. Okay, somehow his thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in his British accent. Might have been nice if you had told me about that before, when you first introduced the character game. Like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other people want to play their games too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. First, I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife, and they roll around in bed covered in money, and... cover what, exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I have never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s. Guys rolling in Benjamins. One moment, please. On it! Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me, with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in. A customer wants to buy Moopy for $3,000. What do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid $200 for it, plus parts, yes. Absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi gonna react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of grasp on the real costs of old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up to me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, gotta make a decision. The game was $200, but I'm not sure we should sell. $3,000 sounds about right. It's yours. Or I'm not sure if we should sell this game. I bet you can get arcade cabinets at Walmart. At least somewhere online, if nothing else. I have not done the research, but there's got to be some other place. But maybe there's a reason that he wants this particular machine. I don't know. But we'll find out. I'm going to go with, I'm not sure if we should sell this game. Because I am not sure. Oh man, I don't know about this. My semi-boss is cool with it, but there's a lot of factors in play. I don't think I should just let you walk out the door. I don't think I should just let you walk with the thing. I feel a bit wishy-washy about the whole mess, not wanting to get on Naomi's or Gavin's bad sides. But the player simply smiles. Well, we can't have a mess, can we? Wouldn't be sporting. Let's compromise. I'll buy the game so I can play it whenever I want, for as long as I want. Provided nobody's already playing, of course. And in return, you can keep Mr. Moopy here, where he belongs. We wouldn't want Naomi to cry, would we? Wouldn't be proper. With his mind made up, the man presses $3,000 into my awaiting hand, satisfied with negotiations. Okay. Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kinda ignoring that he exists, which I think is about the least of what he deserves. What the man? What kind of an arcade is this anyway? Okay, this. I'm going to Deco's Palace. Good for you. And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold. I'm really not all that bothered by driving the rando out into the cold. I hope he gets very chilly because he's forgotten his jacket.
What a disagreeable fellow.
Yes, I totally agree. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing. Eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With Crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this Gonzovich guy actually is. He seems to care about more than just his game, or splashing around the cash, aren't we, Mr. Moneybags? He did care... Oh, hi, Magpie. Welcome. I hope you and everyone else in chat are doing well. So, yes, and customers like that, yeah, if we could all be so lucky, then the world would be a much happier place. Oh, and Tilly says hello, Magpie, as well. I think he seems to care about more than just his game, because he was concerned about Naomi being upset. And did he even mention, or did we even mention Naomi's name? I don't recall that we did, so that means that he actually kind of vaguely knows. Oh, yes, Tilly has the best opinions, and she wants everyone to know about them. Let's see. Yes, but if we did not mention Naomi, but he did, then he definitely knows the people here and he cares about them, so yes, he cares about more than just his game. Take it from someone wallowing around in the lower tax brackets. The rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. We just wanted to play, that's all. And why? Because of Naomi. Because of the Funplex. It's a home and a family for the games and for us. Maybe it's for the best that I sent that Vando out the door in favor of this guy. Oh my god, yes, of course. How could you fucking doubt that? Sorry. But yes. Guy with beard. Much better than Vando. So you know Naomi? He's happy to talk, even while playing.
Of course. I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy.
Of course it is. Yes. Okay. I'm not even going to ask what your last name is, but Percy. Okay.
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here with Francine's signature behind the desk over here.
You were? That's me. Ari Cotter, Arcade Wrangler. I almost said Arcade Wrangler. I think it's time for hydration. All right. Arcade Wrangler.
Well then, it's a
Yes.
pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
I feel like his accent is kind of wandering a bit, but then I will find one to talk. So yeah. So you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day, huh?
What can I say? It's like a holiday. Actually, I owned a movie cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
Aw, that's rather sweet. Beeps and the boops,
No, those you eventually learn to filter out.
as we learned in a previous stream.
I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real world conditions. It's all about the emotions. Laughter and tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
Yeah, he sounds a little bit more Australian to me than most of the British Isles. At least a little tiny touch of it, at least. But then I'm not an expert. And again, my character voices are all the fuck over the place, and it's just so I have no room to criticize. Okay, Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy in top condition the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy has been standing here since I was working the morning shift. Hours and hours. And he's still only about 720k into his game. Oh, thank you, Jory. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber, a bladder of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Drain out. See what you did there. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, yes. The Brits apologizing for doing US accents. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Frozen? Is it... Let's see. Dropped frames are at 1.2% according to OBS. So I'm waving. Am I actually not frozen? Okay. Cool. Yay! Okay, I get paranoid. My OBS is over here, so should be okay. Fingers crossed, but please, if you do notice any suspicious things that might be technical issues, let me know, please, because I will probably not be able to do anything, but at least I can keep myself up about it, so that's the important thing. Yeah. Okay. So he's just been draining out a few of his extra lives. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game, but burning questions. They burn like fire. So you must have a solid job with good income. So you're going to get your Moopy dipped in gold, or your score is more important than your bank balance. This one's tricky. His chat is so helpful with those things. And speaking of which, if my audio balance is off, if my voice is too loud compared to the game, or vice versa, or audio is completely screwed up, then please let me know. I try really hard not to change the settings from what worked last time, but if things change, different games are going to have different settings, so please let me know. That I can fix, mostly, usually, kind of. Okay, thank you, Jory. Okay, so I'm thinking score's more important. I don't really like any of these because I don't want to inquire about his job, because that's really none of my business. Moopy dipped in gold is kind of, I don't know, it's snarky. And then score's more important than your bank balance. I don't like any of these, but maybe we should go with snarky. Although he just looks so sincere, I don't want to hurt his feelings. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to close my eyes and hit the screen. Boom. Okay. So my finger landed on gonna get your Moopy dipped in gold. I'm sorry, nice bearded man, if this offends you. I really hope it doesn't. Well, do you have a better idea, Tilly? Tilly, thank you. Sweetie, Tilly, come. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Thank you. Sorry, I'll be back with you in a moment. Good girl, Tilly, good girl. Oh my goodness, Tilly Munchkin. Tilly Munchkin head, yes.
You're a good girl. Yes, you are. Thank you for knocking it off.
Good girl, yes. All right, we are back. Yes, Tilly is sitting right beside me. And yes, but we're done with that though now. Yes, we are. Okay, so, Tilly, Jory says hi. And we would like you to please just knock it off just a little bit. Maybe half an hour more, please. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go with the gold. If it was me tossing around green like that, I'd have to get my game coated in solid gold, encrusted with diamonds. Gold's heavy. It'd break through the floor. Mentioning money, he loses interest. Not that he's annoyed, he's just far more focused on his maze than any financial tips. Ooh, okay, interactive novels and choose-your-own adventure games are difficult, because you also have to say things that don't feel, oh god, yes, you have to say things that don't feel right or against what you believe in. Yes. Oh! This game, Choices wanted you to be noisy and not like punk music? Or nosy and not like punk music. Well, yeah, fuck that game then. No, yeah. Exactly. Not having a choice that you would actually want to pick. Yeah, that's difficult. I mean, sometimes it's a choice between several things that I think might be good, but I'm trying to play a nice character here, and I seem to have rebuffed him a little bit by talking about money. I'm sorry, nice bearded man. He's just far more focused on his maze than any financial tips. But be shiny, right?
Didn't think so.
I don't throw around money to impress people. Money removes obstacles, nothing more. nothing less. It's a tool like any other. And it's a nice tool to have within reason. And being able to help remove obstacles for other people would be nice. I do day trading, stocks and bonds, but I'm here for Moopy, not to offer fiscal advice. Right. My ill-fated attempts at humor piffling out, I decided to let it go. I'm so sorry. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing. Be seeing you, Mixcator. Or did I say Cotter? I don't know. I'm going to change the pronunciation of the name each and every time it comes along. Because I can. Yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. By the end, he sounded more like the high-score junkies you hear about in documentaries. Obsessed and driven, kind of strange. Because we accidentally pissed him off, that's why. But that's not the impression I had of him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. Yes, I do appreciate the fact that you can be non-binary and people will use your pronouns, and you can pick a saucy option, you can pick a potentially saucy option, or you can pick I'm not interested in dating at all, which is just lovely. That's one of the things that drives me bonkers in Stardew Valley. You're not required to date or marry anyone, but you get extra points for your evaluation from your dead grandfather if you get married and have a family. And that's nice for many people, but not everybody wants to do that. So don't grade me on whether I get married or not, because that's just icky. Yes, Tilly agrees very much. Thank you, Tilly. Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. So he was a nice guy, and we liked him before we pissed him off. There's something more going on here. But, well, he's a Funplex regular. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. We've got work to do. Let's see what to handle next. Someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort. Love that name. A loud crowd around Showtime stage. Okay, since we scolded the other person for swearing, do we think this arcade has one of those virtual roller coaster things? I don't know, but I would love that. Let's see, they have Castle Crunch, Fast Cars, Time Shooters. Okay, seriously, can you... Oh, wait, 1 moment, please. Dogs, please. Yes, would you please knock it off? Thank you. Okay, so sorry. Moopy and many things that I can't read. They have Pingy, Snack Runner, Fist of Discomfort, and it doesn't show us a virtual roller coaster, but that would be cool if they did have one. Okay, so I'm going to scold the person who's cursing near Fist of Discomfort, because firstly I like the name Fist of Discomfort. Sweeties, shushy boo. Shush. Molesy, please stop harassing your sister. Thank you. Alright. I like the name. Please stop harassing your sister, sweetie. Thank you. Lear, she doesn't want to play right now. I'm sorry. Boo-boo. Okay. Fist of Discomfort. Yes, I don't want to play it, but it just amuses me. So we're going Fist of Discomfort. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade. And a Fist of Discomfort is being played. Yes, Lear, thank you. I remember Ivis telling me all about it earlier today, while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. What? Sweetie. Thank you. Yes, Tilly's being a good girl and Lear. Yes, you need to be a good boy now. Thank you. I'm sorry. Lear really wants to wrestle with Tilly or get her to let him lick her head completely until it's wet. And she is resisting this, so that's why he's barking. So sorry. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record $5 million prize pot. Yeah, it's cute except when Tilly gets fed up and pushes him off the sofa. But, that's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchased items, and ninja summons. Yeah, dogs, yes. And yes, dogs are going to be dogs, as long as I know that. Yeah, I do apologize for this startling noises. I mean, my dad does not necessarily like. Oh, he loves the dogs, but he's not accustomed to the noises coming out of nowhere, so it heavily startles him. He recovers well, but I feel really bad whenever we're visiting and Tilly has to speak about a chipmunk in their yard or something, and he jumps out of his skin. It makes me feel very, very bad, but I try to schedule streams around the dog's schedules, but that's nigh on impossible, unfortunately. But that's the action part. Okay, so I've already read out the ninja summons bit. FOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity. The way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now, all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that. What in the actual was that? What's that? No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be freaking me. There is no freaking way that is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even freaking connect. Can't talk. I think it's time for another hydration moment. Okay. Remember to hydrate and take your pills, and take your meds, and to eat. At some point, I will need to stop for dinner, but not just yet. This game. All night long. Okay. Rando Calvissian. character's name is Rando Calrissian. I mean, I know it's just a stand-in, but I do love that. Rando Calrissian. Okay. Okay. Get wrecked! Oh, this is far from over, Scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. Been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for. Hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Whoops. My bee. Wait, what? You haven't been farming. How could you? XP share technique with creep waves. I have no idea what that means. Take this. 5-fold explosive death claw technique. What? How did you defeat me? Okay, that was cute. No!
Oh, GG.
Fodder.
No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
Ah, I see. The color scheme, the honeycomb shirt. Cool. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in. Couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face.
Hey, kid. What are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
Okay. Oh, seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her question, I opt to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot, considering who I've run into so far. She'd be fun to hang around, no doubt. Why so rude, though? What a sore winner. Okay, I think fun to hang around, no doubt. With that level of excitement always gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. That is true. Yeah, I'm kind of envious of that. What can I say? People love winning. It seems like she wins a lot. At least between bursts of... what did I just call it? Saltiness?
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet-like. It's creepy.
She snaps her fingers to grab my attention.
So, are you gonna quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No, thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here?
Really need to get a name tag. Yes, me, and what's your job, hassling me? No, we're not saying that. I'm actually pretending to work here. Shh, no. I enforce arcade law within this noble funplex. Okay, I like the last one. It sounds suitably pompous but ridiculous at the same time. I enforce arcade law within this noble funplex. So yes, I like that one. And you bet. In fact, I was just hired earlier. I'm the new floor attendant. If the game eats your quarter, come to me. Oh, wait. You're serious? Okay then. Welcome aboard this runaway train.
Hey, they haven't given you a name tag
This is true. I really do wish, though, that there was a way to either have the voice acting for every single bit, or nothing, because it's very awkward for me to have it sometimes and not have it the rest of the time. Just pick a side and stick there, and stick with it. But oh well. How am I supposed to know who you are? I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Ari. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. Might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks? No problem. We gamers gotta stick together.
I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little.
Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here, besides Purpur and Teo. Or Teo? Teo. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Oh, great. Now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool, too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Nope. I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Whoa.
Really? Have you been living under a rock for the past decade? If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Yes. It's an odd range. Yeah. Odd range for you hearing-wise. Yes. Oh, when they leave off the voice lines from the subtitles. That is horrible. Not a cult sage. See, I'm even wearing my not a cult. You probably can't see it, but I'm wearing my purple not a cult shirt. So it is well, okay, maybe it's a cult. Might be a cult, but little one. So, and yeah. But officially not a cult. And, oh, sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Nope. Sure, I'd like to learn more. Will it hurt or traumatize me? The answer to that is yes, but sure, I'd like to learn more. Let's always learn. Sometimes learning is pain, but yes. Well, it is part of my job to know all about the games here. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Lead me farther into the dark abyss, my mistress.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. Fist of Discomfort, I'm sorry. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam back there broadcasts to my own personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. It costs a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning, but after doing this here for a couple of years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras damaging the paint job, Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than from home. So much to miss out on sitting by your lonesome with the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. Ooh, wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
No way.
Never, no. That was part of my warm-up matches. Got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Yes, streamception. Yes, who knows where it will end, Jory. Even if it is with a bunch of fodder. Apparently will end with a bunch of fodder. As in FOD-der. As in, chum. Lunch meat. Scrubs. Losers. Well, that's not nice to call them losers. I got the idea, yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. Ah, my crew is starting to trickle in. We should we should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern.
Beep beep.
Beep beep. Heart emoji. Or not emoji, but emoticon. Sorry. But I gotta go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right? Dum dum dum. Oh, sure. One thing, can you keep the swearing down? At least a little? We've got kids around here, and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? Meh. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some butts out there that I need to kick. Later. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her fist of discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and the shouting and milder swearing start up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everybody's spirit burning with passion for, well, various things, but hey, passion's passion. She seems to like me, which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint. Good to know. Let's see, what to handle next? Well, considering we had 3 items at the beginning, and we've dealt with 2 of them, let's go to the loud crowd around the Showtime stage. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Oh, Helen just published a new post on her Patreon. So if you don't follow Helen Gould on Patreon, then I would suggest checking her out, because excellent content, excellent person, and, we love Helen. She's cool. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but that's quite the crowd that's assembling. Helen is a joy. She is a delight, and I want to be her friend. I will be her sandal bearer and carry her packages for her. If that's all she wants me to do, I will just want to hang out with her. She's very cool. Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was. Rowdier, too. This has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Yeah. Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. Yeah. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights, accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback, right to 1980. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. Oh. pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Ari? I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. Right there with you, Ari. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. That's a very Trexel outfit, actually. Anyway. Alright. Did you see that, Teo? Teo. Did we say Teo or Teo? Going with Teo. Did you see that, Teo? I got my first double A on Stop the Beat.
Hell yeah!
Okay. Neon colors are apparently in vogue among this group. Yeah, I did. You're doing great. Remember last month? You couldn't even pass that song. Totes impressive.
I'm gonna keep practicing, and one day, maybe even surpass you.
Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can... Oh God, I'm this voice. Okay. You can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from the Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you blame me? Pair and yes, probably. At least, yeah. I'm really getting into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder. Okay, the wink is a little much. Hey, how about you? Yeah. I'm trying so hard to do a surfer dude accent, but I'm not good at that for an extended period of time. Oh, but I like his nails. Oh, and I just accidentally clicked my mouse. So basically, wanna dance. Sure, I can learn as I go. Let's dance. Or what? In public? I think not. I don't know, the wink and the neon colors are kind of skeeving me out, but I do like his nails. So yes, it is definitely a strong look. Not one that I personally would ever wear, but I respect the attention to detail and the consistency. So okay, then let's dance. I probably shouldn't while I'm at work, but okay. Back when I was stomping around on dance mat games as a kid, they had arrows. Not sure I'd even know how to play this one, but it's caught my curiosity. From the previous observed conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of this weird dancing game, and is keen to teach. Before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little more about exactly what that entails. Plus, I'm used to playing these games solo. Less chance of stomping on someone's foot that way. 'Tis a valid point. However, how could I resist to ask a person such as yourself? Okay, he's a little smooth. Here, you caught my eye the moment you walked over.
Hey, wait. Here, right?
Okay. See, that's the voice I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Yes, very.
Name's Mateo. But everyone here just calls me Teo.
Teo. Okay. Remember that, chat. Teo. Not Teo. Teo. is the best. Great Boogie Woogie Rando. Boogie Woogie Rando. Okay. Greatest guy here. Wallflower Rando. Wallflower Rando. Want to make friends with the Wallflower Rando? From DuckTales. Yes, he does actually. Okay. He's sort of like our leader, yeah?
Oh, please, I'm nothing really.
He looks directly into my eyes. Okay, this guy is a little bit of an operator.
Nothing as special as you.
Okay, a hefty chunk of an operator.
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community's small, but we're all super close.
Boogie Woogie Rando is your cabaret name. Yes, definitely. Teo. Some Magpie. Oh, great. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. Day. I say, Teo, sunlight come and I wanna go home. Sorry about the singing. Okay. I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close. Yeah, you're just a little bit creepy, dude. I mean, lovely, but a little bit too slick for my taste. Perfect addition to our gang.
So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
All dance. Sorry, now every time I see that name, I'm going to think of the song. Teo outstretches his arm to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Go for it, politely decline, or shake your head no. Alright, I'm going to go for it. That's fine, Magpie. It's a good way of remembering the pronunciation, because I've changed my own character's name pronunciation so many times. It's really embarrassing. So, oh well, as long as we know who's meant. I couldn't care less that I'm supposed to be working. As a kid, I remember stomping around on dance mats. Hydration time. Every time I completely botch a word, it's time for a drink. And yes, it is just water. Nothing alcoholic. Although that would be an interesting game. Every time I mispronounce something, drink alcohol, and then I would probably wind up in the hospital. Why not try out 20 hottest dance game? Even if I technically don't know how to play it yet. Yes, vicious cycle, definitely. Without thought, I take his hand. Let's do this! As I'm about to step up to the stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. I glance over and spot Ashley standing behind the ticket counter. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way. It's creeping me out. On second thought, I'm actually supposed to be working right now. I'm the new floor attendant, Ari. Really? I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage, now that I think about it. He's out, I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant Ari regime.
Hello there.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Ari. I hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that loves Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True. Most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. Go around and make sure everyone is happy and having a blast. What about you and your feelings? Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. Okay, that's good. That is appealing, definitely. I like caretakers. And that's all I need in life. Although, you have to make sure to take care of yourself as well. Yes. So perhaps he's not a smooth operator, and just basically a caretaker. Okay, I might have misjudged him, which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Hey, want to film a workplace safety video? We need to seriously talk about crowd sizes, or can you disperse your fans for me, please? I think I'm inclined toward the seriously talk about crowd sizes, because at least from the preview snippet, that sounds respectful. It's not snarky. It's not... Can you disperse your fans for me, please? If I were doing this in real life, I would go for the seriously talk about crowd sizes. Just, it's okay for you to be here, but we need to work. We need safety here. I know you're having a ball over here, but this crowd is blocking the emergency exit. By law, we have to keep a path present. Can't you let it slide? Just this once? For me? Okay, maybe he is a little bit of a slick operator. Yeah, yeah, it's so hard to tell, Magpie, whether it's creepy or trying to be a welcoming personality. It's hard to tell, but the wink is creeping me out. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. But no, sorry, Teo, not for you. We're not doing this. Nope. If I let it happen once, then it's gonna happen all the time. I get it, though. Your crew's passionate about this game. That's a good thing. But a stampede on my first day at work would be bad for everyone involved. Can you imagine the headlines? Local arcade's floor attendant trampled on first day. Blood everywhere. Very true. I don't want to be checking my social media tomorrow and click the link to your obituary. We totes can't have that. I got this. Thank you, Teo. Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps up on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth. Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. Aw, man. Why? Complaining Rando. Wallflower Rando. I like my spot. Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's Ari's first day, so let's show them some respect. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great! Now I'm going to be known as the party pooper. Guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Oh yeah, safety is so totally lame. Yeah, who wants to actually, not not have to be carted away with life-threatening injuries? Weaklings. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Ari's just doing their job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself into a semi-orderly fashion. In a semi-orderly fashion. Hydration time, because I'm not reading properly. Alright. And as everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Better? I nod, genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. Oh, food well, Jory. They listen to him, and have the utmost respect for him. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know. Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Airy has spoken. I start to walk away, ready for my next venture, when I remember something I should do. Turn back to Taya. Hey, thanks.
No problem.
Well, feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's gotta be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Well, actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done. But, you know. Gavin! I'm so at peace, in fact, that I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding on up behind me.
Good day.
Not a bad first day so far. Been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been. They've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. Got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah.
So, you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Francine hasn't fired them yet, right?
Thanks. An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering.
Aries off to a good start. Or a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more.
Don't you two have jobs to attend to?
Just ordered a replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. Not many kids around for me to entertain.
Gosh, I cannot keep voices straight to save my life. Okay, please forgive me. Thank you for bearing with me. Finally, quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? I told Francine I was looking for hope. I've been so used to life dumping all over me that I've come to expect the worst, generally. Why does she need eye holes on the side of the head? Yeah, I don't know why she doesn't just peer through the mouth of the costume. Other than it's her first costume that she's ever made, and it creeps me out and the main character out. I don't know why. It's just yeah. And when she's wearing the head, the eyes point in two different directions, and it's very, very disturbing. So yeah, I don't know, but it was definitely a design choice. I can say that about it. I can say that with confidence. Design choice. A bold choice. Okay, and yet I can't say that the Funplex is dumped on me. It's been hectic at times, a little too much, but not really in a bad way. I'm starting to get along with my coworkers. I'm helping people with their problems. Maybe I'm finding the hope I was looking for after all.
We've only got a few hours till closing. It's nice and quiet. How about we game a bit?
Speak for yourself. I've still got paperwork to handle.
Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game.
Irrelevant.
I know your dirty little secret.
What? Naomi?
You sneak in early each morning to play pinball.
I forgot to do the character voice. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, mascot outfits are creepy to begin with, but this one. Oh, bless her heart. She means well.
You're a pinball wizard.
Ah. Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form.
You know what we should. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney.
The girls are giggling, and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day. Okay. And that...
By the way, I booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
Oh my. Okay. I was about to say that was a good stopping point, but, hey, you've only been in an arcade a few times. How many people do what Seuss did in Gravity Falls and try to enter the try to enter the game by climbing into the machine? I can honestly say I've never seen anyone try to do that. Of course, my allowance was not terribly large when arcades were popular, so can't really say for sure it's never happened, but I would pay to see that though, definitely. Oh, I'm sorry, Moliere. I just put my foot down on him very lightly, but forgot that he was sleeping next to the chair. Francine.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
Gavin. Oh, look at little Gavin's face. Poor Gavin. Oh. Huh? Huh? The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
Did you really know? A birthday party. How old are the kids, may I ask?
It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again.
5th birthday. I love 5-year-olds. In large groups, though, that sounds like an absolute nightmare. 5-year-olds. Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass. Jumping up and down on pinball machines. Putting chewing gum into the coin slots.
Pulling at my costume. Tearing pieces off of it.
Tearing off pieces of it. Sorry. Naomi. Ashley. Keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Yeah. Oh God, yes. They are. Their fear is terribly valid. Oh. Doom. Doom. The end is nigh. Doom.
Hate to get in the way of all the fun. It's time for my afternoon nap anyway.
Oh, Francine. That is. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I love that, but I think I love Francine. She's fabulous. Okay, it's been about almost 2 hours, and I am getting extremely hungry for dinner. So I think I'm going to save here and pick this up sometime next week. This weekend I plan probably on Saturday to revisit Spiritfarer, because I really like that game as well. But I think I'm going to keep Arcade Spirits as my weekday stream. And thank you, Jory, and everybody, Sage and Magpie and everybody else who's not currently displaying on my screen right now for chat. Thank you so much for showing up. I really, really appreciate it, and thank you for keeping me company on this kind of dismal Tuesday afternoon. It's very much appreciated. And stay safe, everyone, and take care. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow on Annal's Wednesday stream. Looking forward to that, definitely. So anyway, thank you, and bye. If I can remember how to do the end screen. There we go. Bye. Take care.